Welcome back for my more important analysis videos with me, Rich Paramarket Analyst at Hantec Markets on Friday 21st of July. Looking at dollar yen. Dollar yen still tracking lower, but interestingly we've been starting to find support around this fib level. This 38.2% fib that I've been talking about for the last few days has been supportive. We had 66, 53 and 46 as the last three lows. So basically around that fib level. Each time we've seen those dips into that support, it's bounced. And yesterday bounced sort of 45 ticks or so. So there is a sort of an appetite still to be buying into these weak. I mean, that would suggest that the support is fairly decent around that. I think it sort of increases the importance of the support being broken on a closing basis. The fact that we have had these long tails on these candles recently, and the bodies of these candles getting less and less severe in terms of the bearishness. Yesterday's was fairly neutral, wasn't it? Yesterday, moving into today, is still lower again by another sort of 15, 20 ticks, but nothing too significant. I mean, you look at this momentum, sort of shallowing out on the RSI above 40. Stochastics as well shallowing out to a certain extent. MACD lines are basically just unwinding back to neutral. So it is, yes, corrective near term. Don't deny that. But you'd still say that basis of support around that old pivot of the 1155 fib level is interesting. That needs to be watched. The fact that the market is not yet closed below it. A decisive close below it, I think, yes, reopens the downside. You'd sort of point towards 1110 and then 1090. As your sort of next basis of support from mid-late June. But yeah, just for now, I'm just not convinced that this is definitely going down. I mean, yes, it has sort of continued to track lower. You're still finding resistance at lower levels at old support as well. Resistance at old support is never really that great for the bulls, but you have broken that downtrend on the hourly chart. You're sort of less negatively configured on the hourly momentum as well. So is it the possibility that we're starting to think about sort of forging these lows? Yeah, 1155 is interesting because it is sort of the basis of support around that pivot of the fib level. So yeah, an interesting chart to watch, I think, on dollar yen at the moment. So I wish you good luck in your trading today, and I'll speak to you again later. Thank you.